Hi, Emmanuel Bible Fellowship Church. My name is Amelia Furman. For those of you that don't know me, I'm located right here in my studio here in Colorado, Loveland, Colorado. I wanted to share a little bit of the backstory of this piece and then also share the process with you. So, as many of you know, I grew up at Emmanuel Bible Fellowship Church, and we come back every Christmas from Colorado to visit family, and we come and visit the church and come to the Christmas Eve service and do fun things like that with our family. When we came back in 2019, I had just completed a collaborative project with my church in Colorado and was feeling God tugging at my heart to do something similar for Emmanuel. So because I couldn't get it out of my mind, and just in simple obedience and faith, I got in touch with Scott and the staff and presented the idea of doing a piece of artwork that would use your contributions and connect you to the art piece. And it was amazing how the timing was just perfect with what you guys were going to be covering in the coming year. And so we started to move ahead. We settled on doing a diptych, which is one image over two panels. And the basis for the pieces are your stories. We had you guys fill out cards, one with your salvation story on it for when your journey with Christ began. And then we had you fill out another card that included names of people that you would really like to see come to know Jesus. And so that's what you guys gave to me. It was sent to me. And my assistant, Alexis, and I, who you'll see later in the video, used every single piece that you gave us. Some of them actually came in late, but God's timing was perfect. I was delayed in things, and so we were able to use everything. And I want you to know that the stories that you shared with us were prayed over. They were celebrated. The people's names that you shared were also prayed over. And so this piece has had God in it from the very beginning. So why choose the Susquehanna River as the landscape backdrop for this piece? The reason we chose this is because waters flow together. Christ's body is made of tons and tons of different people. And one of the things that I love about the Susquehanna River is not only is it your home, so you see it all the time, but one of the things that's interesting about it is the different waters come together, and you can see those waters mingling. And this, it just is indicative of what Jesus does. He brings people from all backgrounds. He brings all these different people together and makes them into a new creation. The other thing I love about this particular area is the bridges. The bridges are, again, they're symbolic. They show us going into the world and taking the message of Christ from one place to another. So every time we go over bridges, we can be thinking about the fact that we are carrying a message and we are bridging the gap. And but again, through the help of the Holy Spirit and through Christ. But we have to be his hands and feet. So it's important that we remember that's part of our journey here. That's part of our mission. Other thing I wanted to make sure that you guys understood, we chose a diptych for this project, not mainly for like the logistics of it. We couldn't ship a piece that was that long, but one of the things that God showed me later in this whole process as I was creating these works is that little area in between, that is the area where the jump has to happen from your story that Jesus started, where he drew you to himself, and he has a unique and different story for each and every one of you. That there's this gap in between that needs to be jumped through the process of trust and faith in him to start sharing the gospel with those around you. And so every time you look at that gap, it is a reminder that there is a moment of faith. There's some jumping that needs to happen from one side to the other to continue to spread the gospel. Well, that's it. That's how it happens. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for letting me be part of your story. You guys are a huge part of mine. And if you want to see more work like this happen, artwork that helps our church families to focus on the gospel, then you can donate to Emmanuel Bible Fellowship Church. And if you want to stay in touch and know what other projects I'm going to be doing, you can subscribe to my mailing list at emiliafurman.com and follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Emilia Furman Mixed Media. Thank you guys so much. I hope that these pieces remind you on a weekly basis that we have work to do. We have people to reach, and you guys have wonderful stories to celebrate. I love you all and enjoy these works of art.